After being sentenced to death, Socrates' friends meet him one more time in the Alpha Theta Lambda prison.
Hello, Euclipida. How are you doing? Show me some mercy. I'm about to die. You're way too better, please. Please, leave my cell. Take her out. She's too emotional.
You jerk!
Somebody escort her away.
Socrates' friends, crushed and ridden with sorrow, sit down to discuss philosophy with their friend one last time.
Well, do you think that I will live after death?
No, sorry.
You don't?
Nope.
I think,
Well, you know.
whole afterlife's kind of a farce.
It's a farce.
Yeah.
As do I.
Well, what about, because we've discussed the afterlife before, apparently I haven't convinced you guys, but that whole thing is predicated on some divine being's existence. What do you think about that?
I think, like pancakes and stuff, those are pretty divine, but...
Divine? No, see,
I believe in the Big Banger theory.
Guys, you think there's no divine being, okay? What science apparently has shown that, the universe had a beginning. So, let's start from that premise. If the universe had a beginning, it's evident that nothing that exists causes its own existence. Even if you start from the Big Bang, you go all the way through. All matter came from previous matter. You came from your parents. You didn't create yourself. Rocks came from other rocks, minerals forming and whatnot.
Despite Socrates' claim, his friends remain skeptical and voice their opinions of the divine.
I don't know.
You don't know.
My parents said that I came from like a stork or something.
I too heard the tale of the stork.
That is a mythical creature.
Hey, Socrates.
Yes.
You know how we believe there's truly some greater existence after death?
Mm-hmm.
Do we truly believe that?
You predicate off of that premise, and it's only logical since there can't be infinite regression of being because, the universe had a beginning in time. There has to be something that exists that its very nature is to exist, and that's where all other existence comes from. So that's the argument from first cause.
So to exist is coming from...
Something that already exists. Since the universe had a beginning, there has to be something that just is.
Do you fear death?
No.
Why do you not fear death?
Because I fear no man. I fear no evil.
How can you be certain that something is evil?
Human nature. That's actually another argument for God's existence. The argument from conscience. If God doesn't exist, how can we say anything is really right and wrong?
Socrates, how can we find this to be true when there is no hard physical evidence?
Argument from design goes, let's say you're on a beach and you see SOS written in the sand. It's intelligible. Do you think the wind wrote it? No. Somebody with intelligence wrote it. So when you look at the universe and you see order, even with quantum physics and mechanics, it's all orderly, yet chaotic, but it's orderly. And you see design. Is it logical to conclude that it happened all randomly by chance? Probably not.
While eager to discuss the afterlife further, Socrates cannot withstand the intoxicating effects of the hemlock poison, and is soon overcome.
Desire.
Socrates,
Yes, my son.
you know the world beyond life?
Yeah.
How can you maintain such a positive outlook on it?
When you are extremely happy, if you really search deep down in yourself, you'll realize, probably, that happiness isn't fulfilled. It's not stable. It can go away, and you want complete joy. And when you're completely happy, those are the moments in your life when you realize that you're not really satisfied, even though you have seemingly everything you want.
What is this thing that everyone wants?
Universal principles such as, for every desire, there is an answer to that desire. If you're thirsty, there's water. If you're hungry, there's food. If you want pleasure, there's pleasure. If you want sleep, you can go to sleep. One thing that every human wants, but none of them have, is complete, total, and fulfilling joy. So if the universe has created something that can fulfill every one of our desires except that one, the only logical conclusion is that we were made for something else after death.
So Socrates, you believe it to be true that we can only find true, pure inner happiness after death.
How are you so jubilant in death?
Well,
Seem like
I believe
pretty
my desire for complete, total joy and truth is going to be satisfied, like I just told
So there is pureness in death.
you. Appearance, yes. You're stripped from all of the composites and